Welcome back to our Growing Up Strong Summer Family Series. We're here to give you another video that helps you and your kids build a foundation of growing up strong. Today's topic is healthy digital habits through the asset group of commitment to learning. I think screen time is one of those things that many families struggle with to draw the hard line when times are a little more predictable and normal. Throw in social distancing, quarantine, and all the other issues we're currently up against, and the line gets blurred even more. So how do we manage time on screens when for the past 5 months it's been the main way of communication with those that we have a social connection with or support networks? School, birthday parties, family reunions, work events, church, pretty much everything we did and are doing somehow involves technology and a screen. So it creates a challenge of managing that screen time and helping our kids create healthy digital habits so it doesn't become the go-to activity or the coping tool. Now, having said all that, we as parents have to give ourselves grace and go easy on ourselves when we allow them to have that extra time on devices. With so many uncertainties, we need to be flexible and not set the expectation too high for ourselves or our kids. The key thing to remember is to keep them engaged and growing, and that everyone learns differently. So I'm going to give you some tips to help establish some healthy digital habits. One that is probably the hardest, I would say, is modeling the behaviors you want to see. It's hard for our kids to grasp that it's okay for us to be on our devices, but it's not okay for them to be on theirs. And let's just be honest with ourselves. Do we all need to be a little more proactive in managing how much time we spend in front of the screen? I think if we answer that honestly, we'll find that the answer is yes. I know for me it is. The best predictor of our children's behavior is going to be ours. They're looking to us to set the example and to have that standard. And you can insert the cliche statement here, actions speak louder than words, but it's true. So take some time to examine your own digital habits. Let your kids see you engaging in new things, nature, art, music, physical activity, learning from the world around us and not from the phone in front of us. Encourage them to join you in this process. You might see their motivation to do something other than electronics increase. I know when I'm off my phone and I'm like, hey, I'm getting on my shoes, I'm going for a walk. They're like, we're coming with you, because they want to be off their devices too. They just need us to show them how. Another tip would be to create a plan. This doesn't have to be extensive or detailed or even the perfect plan. I mentioned in another video that at our house, we use Alexa to announce that screen time has started and ended. And it was just as simple as me putting in a reminder, and then I don't have to be the one to try to remember, how long have they been on screens? Or the one to keep hounding them, it's time to get off, it's time to get off. They hear the reminder and it helps them know, okay, I've been on screens for a while. Let them be a part of making the plan and working together to decide what's achievable. We want them to be successful. Another tip would be to offer alternatives to screen time. It doesn't have to be a grand activity to replace the screen time. Reading for pleasure is one of the assets that is reported as the fewest kids have. But research shows that kids who read for pleasure 3 hours a week, that's only 26 minutes a day, exhibit more positive values and behaviors than negative ones. Not everyone loves to read, and that's okay. But any activity that engages them in learning about the world around them and themselves will be a benefit. Another tip might be focused family time. This isn't intended to make anyone feel guilty, but did you know that teens report feeling upset and devalued by their parents' cell phone use? I know it can be hard to connect with them sometimes, but they do want to talk to us and engage with us. I've spent time in middle school classrooms before, and we have a lesson where we talk about cell phone use and technology use and how it is different for their parents than it is for them. And a lot of times I hear them say, my parents use technology and are on their phones just as much, if not more than I am. So have that time where you're focused on your family. Don't miss the opportunities to build a relationship with them that goes deeper. Designate areas in your home that are technology free. even times of the day that are technology free. Technology can be a distraction, especially when we're trying to build that relationship with our kids, and they can feel it when we're distracted by it. Making eye contact with them, designating time that is sacred to that relationship development, and don't allow technology to invade it. Sometimes I need to just put my phone away in a different space, so it's not even around when we're trying to have those conversations. I want to make my kids feel valued and engaged, and sometimes technology can inhibit that. So much of our connection to the world around us comes through technology, and sometimes, as we have recently seen, it's a necessity, but it should never replace human connection. Our kids need our guidance and an example on how to navigate technology, so let's lead them well. If you're interested, we will be having an additional video, Zoom webinar type of thing on kids and technology and how it shapes their relationships and keeping them safe. You can visit shelteringwings.org for the details.